New York is recognized.
Well, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Let's all be honest with each other. We are here today, right now, because of anti-Semitic rhetoric from one member of this chamber said again and again and again. We would not be on this floor right now otherwise to discuss this topic.
Fellow Americans, let's get something straight right now. What we witnessed on the House floor was a rare moment of clarity, one that cut through the noise, the cowardice, and the double standards that have infected our political discourse for far too long. Congressman Lee Zeldin didn't mince words. He didn't sidestep. He didn't cower to the progressive machine that's been allowed to run roughshod over truth and decency. He called out what needed to be called out, the repeated, unapologetic, anti-Semitic rhetoric of Congresswoman Ilhan Omar.
If that member was a Republican, that member's name would be in this resolution, and this resolution would be all about condemning anti-Semitism, and it would be done so forcefully. That member in January had to apologize for talking about a hypnosis of Israel that they have over the entire world. That member had to apologize in February by saying that if you support Israel, it must be because you're bought off by Jews. That member called it an unequivocal apology, even though she filled it with equivocation. And now we're back again, this time by saying that if you support the U.S.-Israel relationship, that you must have pledged allegiance to a foreign government. Except this time that member is refusing to apologize. Even if you gave that member every benefit of the doubt that she had no idea what she was doing, why now wouldn't she be apologizing? Why would she be more emboldened to refuse an apology altogether? I apparently am giving Rep. Omar more credit than the Speaker is, because I don't believe she is naive. I believe that she knows exactly what she's doing. It is an American value, by the way, to have reasonable, legitimate criticism of a government, whether it be the U.S. government, Israel, or any other government. It is not an American value, though, to be hurling anti-Semitic rhetoric. Anti-Semitism must be condemned unequivocally and emphatically. We have members of this chamber who associate with Louis Farrakhan, who says, quote, Hitler was a very great man. Let's talk about a double standard. In January, we all came to this chamber. We condemned white supremacy. We named a Republican member. We kicked that member off of his committees. He can't serve on the Small Business Committee, but this member will continue to serve on the House Foreign Affairs Committee. But no, now we can't come here and just emphatically, solely, forcefully condemn anti-Semitism and name names, but if it was a Republican, we would. It's time to call out these statements for what they are. Pointed, bigoted, unreasonable, illegitimate, anti-Semitic. I commend my colleagues on the other side of the aisle who have been speaking out about all this anti-Semitism. A few members come to mind. Chairman Engel, Congressman Deutsch, Congressman Nadler, Congresswoman Lowy, Congressman Gottheimer. Many of my colleagues on the other side of the aisle, I believe to their core, know how very wrong this is, and there are many other members to name as well. And I'd be remiss if I didn't take this opportunity to say thank you to each and every one of them, because support of Israel, support of Jews, standing against anti-Semitism has been bipartisan in the past. It should be bipartisan today, and should be bipartisan for every moment in the future. I yield back.
Let me ask you this. Why is a woman who traffics in anti-Semitic conspiracy theories allowed to remain on a committee responsible for shaping American foreign policy? That's not just irresponsible. That's dangerous. This isn't about legitimate criticism of a government, as her defenders like to claim. Zeldin made that clear. Americans should be able to criticize any government, including Israel. But this isn't criticism. This is bigotry dressed up in progressive language. And it's not just Omar's words. It's her associations. She's posed with Louis Farrakhan. Yes, that Farrakhan, the one who called Hitler a very great man. If you're not disturbed by that, you're either not paying attention or you've completely abandoned your moral compass. What Representative Zeldin did on the House floor wasn't just a speech. It was a line in the sand. We can either continue down this path of selective outrage and cowardice, or we can finally say enough. Enough of the lies. Enough of the hate. Enough of the excuses. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Share. Stand up for what's right.